And welcome back to the Sullivan Tire Postgame Show. Teddy Steinberg now joined by head coach Mark Theriault. And coach, another offensive showing today. 19 goals again. You're really racking them up. I talked to Ben and Jake about this. Any specific things that you guys are going through in practice that have really shown this offensive ability these past few weeks?
Yeah, I think basically just, having our defense pressure them a lot and get them the confidence to really share the ball. And, I think today, I don't even know how many people scored, but, with that opportunity, you have a lot of people contributing. And, once you do that, it opens up a lot. So I think that's a big piece, is just giving everyone the opportunity to get the ball and have some opportunities to score.
Yeah, and really, I talked to Ben and Jake about that. Obviously, they've been here a little bit longer, so it's good to see those young guys get in there, those transfers get in there. You saw another goalie play as well. What have you seen from really your depth at practice that allows them to have the chance in a game like this?
Yeah, I think that's essential. The kids are off the bench. They come here every single day, work really hard, and I tell them every day that this isn't a permanent thing, and you should be fighting for a starting spot. So I think with that culture, it gives everyone the opportunity to eventually step on the field. And once you get those opportunities, you put it out on a game field, and then you have the opportunity to score some goals. And some of those people that came off the bench, had a few goals today, which was great.
Yeah, and we've talked about the offense. And you also mentioned how the defense are playing a little bit more pressure on the other team to allow more possessions. But really, you guys were locked out on defense today as well. What have you seen from your main defenders, especially Ty Kugler going coast to coast, other players such as that?
Yeah, well, Ty is a pretty special player. If you ever notice, he's almost scoring as a close defenseman, almost a goal a game at this point. So he's just super athletic. He, owns the guy, his attackman, every single game, and he does really great things. Our defense is a pretty senior or experienced defense, so I think having people that played together for a few years really helps, with the cohesion and the slide packages and everything that we need to do defensively. And, 3 goals in the game, that's, phenomenal. Yeah. And really excited. And again, we're able to get everyone in on the defensive side too, which is good because, the young kids need to start getting game experience as well.
Right. And so now conference play off to a real solid start. Yep. You have 3 games ahead of you. Mass Maritime, you lost to them for the first time here last season. Then WestCon and Plymouth State. Those are 2 home games. What do you want to see in this next coming stretch of conference play?
Yeah, well, all 3 of those games are payback games for us. And, I think right now with, all the COVID kids out, there's a lot more parity in the league. I know Plymouth is a little younger. Western Connecticut graduated a ton of people last year. And Mass Maritime, I actually think they're the sleeper. I mean, they just beat UMass Boston in overtime last night, 16-15. So they're right in it too. And, that's the great thing about our conference now. It's not just one team just ruling the conference. Everyone, and at least the top 5 teams are really fighting for that number 1 spot. So, for us, we're just now locked in. The Bill Belichick thing, we're taking 1 game at a time is happening. We have a whole week to prepare for Mass Maritime. We're giving them Tuesday off to rest. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're preparing to play them. And, our expectation is to win that game.
Awesome. All right. Well, Coach, we'll see you in about a week and a half or so.
That's it.
And good luck in the next few games.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Take care.
This is Paul Sullivan of Sullivan Tire Company. We're thrilled to be sponsoring the Keene State College Athletic Program, supporting the Owls. No matter what the sport is, in Division III, they are legendary. What a great academic institution, liberal arts school, in a beautiful part of New England. So let's go, you Owls. And remember, at Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there. Thank you.
Keene State Athletics on the Owls Media Network are brought to you by Chartwells, Eli Thayer at Edward Jones, located at 108 Main Street in Keene, the New Hampshire Army National Guard. Visit nationalguard.com/NH. By Hamblett Electric. By New Car Nissan of Keene. Everyone loves a new car. By Bella Vance Beverages. Sullivan Tire. We are always here to get you there. C&W Services. Fenton Family Dealerships. The GFA Credit Union. Engelberth Construction. The Luxury Box Photo Booth. The Melanson Company, WW Building Supply, The Keene Swamp Bats, Brickhouse Pizza and Wings, Fieldstone Land Consultants, Quality Care and Collision, The Fieldhouse at Homestead Mills, Cliffy's Pub, Northeast Delta Dental, and Sid's Carpet and Snooze Room.
Keene State was able to get it done. A 19-3 dominant win over Southern Maine. They improve to 25-1 all time against the Huskies. Just a moment, we'll get a look here around the LEC. Salem State taking care of Vermont State Castleton. A final score there of 16-8. Or in that one in the fourth quarter. It's done in just about 30 seconds. You can count that one as final. Plymouth State and East Con are ready to go at 4. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for Keene State men's lacrosse. We mentioned Mass Maritime on the 4th, and then West Con and Plymouth State. And then following those three, Vermont State, Castleton, Boston, and East Con. 3 tough games on the road there throughout the heart of April. Baseball doubleheader is tomorrow. The home opener for the Owls as they look to defend their LEC crown. It was a good one here this afternoon for Carson Flake, Allison Kenyon, Ryan Hearn, Kyle Bierman, and the rest of our amazing team on the Owls Media Network. My name is Teddy Steinberg. Have a great rest of your day.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast and thank you for watching.